I created this entire 3D animated mini-film using Kling 2.6, handling everything from animation to voiceovers. No complicated setup, just AI. Here is exactly how I did it and how you can do it too. I will also show you how you can save elements like the main character, their weapon, their households, their accessories or costume, and reuse them in every video. This means you can build your own animation universe just like Marvel or Pixar, but powered by AI. The first step I took was generating scene images for the story I had using Nano Banana. I'm accessing all the tools I'm using in this tutorial in OpenAI. I will leave the link in the description below so that you can easily follow along. I first generated the main character images using Image FX. Just these two images and the characters will help me tell the entire story. All I need is to get multiple camera angles and shots for my characters because that's what gives me flexibility and control when creating scenes. Instead of relying on a single image, I generate the same character from different perspectives. Wide shots to show the environment, medium shots for interaction, and close-up to capture emotion. By doing this, it feels like I'm moving a camera around a real character rather than generating random images. It simply allows me to cut between shots, emphasize reaction, and build tension or emotions. In the end, these multiple angles make the character feel dynamic, cinematic, and alive instead of just a flat or static image. Now, the easiest way I used to achieve different camera angles or perspectives, I used the camera angle feature in OpenAI and Nano Banana Pro. If you're new to OpenAI, select Image and select Create Image. Here, all you have to do is select the menu button to open a secondary menu and you'll find Camera Angle Control. Just select it and the Camera Angle Control tool will open up. They've just updated the interface and you see the cube icon appear where you can see the upload an image. But if you want to switch it to the older interface, just click on the switch button here and it will bring you to the old interface and you see the camera move feature here where you can select depending with a shot you want to achieve. I've done a full tutorial that breaks down how you can use this feature. I'll leave it in the video description so that you can watch it and learn more just after this tutorial. When we drag and scroll down, we've got the top view and here we've got the bottom view, we've got the right view, and we've got the left view. If I want to get this perspective of my image here, all I have to do is drag it or upload it there, scroll down a little bit. It has brought in an option where you can create all the different angles for your image, but I'll leave it just like that and hit create and I'll get the exact shot, which is 60 degrees from the right to the left. Now, this gives you way more storytelling control. It enables beginners create cinematic videos and it empowers experienced creators to work efficiently, all without requiring complex softwares. Now that you know how to get your camera angles and shots looking cinematic, the next thing we need to do is to turn those shots into real animated scenes. And this is where I wanted to really push things and test how Kling 2.6, the element feature combined with Kling O1, can really create full animated scenes, control the camera like a movie director, and bring everything together in a smooth cinematic way. Select video here on your left and select image to video. You can also find it here. Now on top here, we'll see text to video, image to video, and we'll see the element feature, which I'm about to show you, and the video to video feature. On the model here, we want to select Kling 2.6. Once selected, we can see the start frame and the end frame. To build anticipation and curiosity, we'll start with the start frame and the end frame, which doesn't come with any dialogue. All we have to do is upload the image, which will be the start frame. I will use this image, which only shows the legs of people running, kind of like good for building curiosity, and this second image as my end frame, which kind of like reveals who the characters are. From there, all I do is paste in this simple prompt that describes what is unfolding in the start frame and the end frame. The two armed guards are running fast along a dirty path, dragging a frightened mother and her young daughter between them. The guards move roughly and forcefully. This is a very natural language which the AI highly understands. From there, I select a duration to be 10 seconds and hit create. I love how he jumps off that log. There was no mathing, just people running. And I love how it transitions to the end frame. And I love how it continues to splash some mud as the character steps on the ground. No, we get no audio because we're using the start frame and the end frame. For you to get an audio, just upload a single image. From there, describe exactly what is happening by putting all the words that your characters will say in quotation marks, and leave the settings as they are and hit create. And this is exactly what we got.
Please, she's just a child. Mommy, where are they taking us?
It took me 3 generations for me to get exactly what I was looking for. Now, according to the story that we have, we want the guard on the left to say something, just a single word, move. So here is the prompt that we give it. Guard 1 on the left. This guard is very cold and sharp. This is exactly what the guard says. This is the expression thereafter. We make the scene to be 10 seconds and we turn on the audio. Now, we can also add our own voice by selecting select voice and upload the pre-recorded voice. I highly recommend you make it less than 10 seconds, or you can select a voiceover character from the preset voices. I'll leave everything blank for this particular scene and hit create, and this is exactly what we got.
Move!
That is just so good. I love how the first guard on the left looks at the lady and says move. Now here is where the element feature comes in very handy. What's really cool about the element feature in OpenArt is that it lets you build a scene instead of guessing one. What I mean is this: instead of generating a video from just one prompt or one image, you can add different pieces, your character, your background, accessories, or even text, and combine all of them into one animation scene. Each piece you add is an element, and OpenArt blends everything together so that it actually feels like one coherent shot, not random clips stitched together. Just select elements here on top and you see the model selected as Kling AI. From there, you see the reference image and you see the reference element. And down here, you see the prompt box where you need to type in how the elements shot the entire video. Now, if you would love to select multiple elements using the reference image, you need to generate all those elements within OpenArt AI. If you want to upload them, then you need to use the reference element. My personal favorite way to use this feature is by using the reference elements. This is how you create your reference elements. Just select a reference. As you can see, these are some of the elements that I have created. All you have to do is click on create element and here upload the element you want to add to your elements list. You can choose from your PC or you can choose from OpenArt. That's if you generated some of the elements in OpenArt. I'll click on history and I'll upload this background and click on confirm. I'll give a name to this background. I'll just create background and I click on create and I'll be able to see my background element here. I repeat the same process for all the elements that I have. And once all the elements are added to create a scene, all you have to do is select the elements that you want to use to create that specific scene. In my case, I wanted this element, this background, and this character, and click on confirm. And I'll see all of them here. When I click in the prompt box and click on art, I'll be able to see all the elements listed here. So I'll select the first character. So my prompt says at my element, who is this character, looks at the soldiers angrily while they are standing on with this battlefield. I turn on the audio, scroll down a little bit, and I hit create. The background we give it is the same and the two characters are consistent. This is just so perfect, except I achieved this by using Kling 3.0 Omni. Kling AI, this is exactly what it generated for me. The background is accurate, the characters are so consistent, and it has blended everything so well, except I wanted the characters to kind of like face each other. Overall, this is how you can blend everything together using the element feature in OpenArt AI. You can also do this with character outfit by providing the character with the exact outfit you want your character to have for that specific scene and other elements. Once that is done, we download all the video clips we've generated and paste them into an editing tool of our choice. For this example, I'm using CapCut. We arrange all the video clips on the timeline. We add background music, sound effects, transitions, and touch our video to make it feel more cinematic. Once that is done, our video is ready to be used and uploaded on our YouTube channel. Let me know if you have any questions in the comment section below. From here, God bless you.
Move!
Please. She's just a child. Where are they taking us?
My king, the Kara clan has attacked. The land of Zulu has been ravaged, villages burned, warriors fallen. And my king, the queen and the princess, have been taken.